And who better to lead you through a discussion on discussion than a former retired competitive small talker? Hey, how you doing? Andrew Hill in here. Just as I'm an expert in cryptocurrency and mindfulness meditation, I also have some experience in the arena of competitive small talking. I don't mean to brag. I mean, I dabbled in the past. I made it to top 1000 in the province at one point, but I'm retired now. I simply racked up too many injuries that shortened my small talking career. It's a real blood sport. It's not for the faint of heart. Competitive small talking is the most dangerous sport you can participate in. It really needs to be regulated more strongly, but through my competitive experience, I can give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your small talk more smooth and less cringe-inducing. The best way to start upon greeting someone is a simple "Hey, how are ya?" or "How you doing?" Sometimes I like to ask "How we doing?" like "Hey, how we doing?" which instills a sense of community amongst us, as if we're in this together, as if how I'm doing is reliant on how you're doing, and we're all doing this together. And then upon receiving this greeting, you can give a nice hearty "Good, how are you?" right back at them. Or you can get a little humorous and say, "Hey, if I was any better, it would be a sin," you know what I'm saying? Alright. Or you could literally just tell them how you're doing, because that's probably why they asked. Moving on, topics in small talk include the weather. Some kind of weather we're having, huh? Got enough rain for you? You can comment on how unseasonal the weather is and how unpredictable it is, or how completely seasonal it is and how completely predicted it is. If it's not raining, you can say, that's unusual for Vancouver, don't you think? And if it is raining, you just say, "Hey, typical Vancouver, am I right?" If you see someone who's busy working, make sure to interrupt them with your small talk and ask them questions like "Working hard" or "Hardly working." Just make it clear to them that you're just kidding and that you're just busting chops. You're just joshing them good-naturedly. But that serves as a great icebreaker to discuss what they're working on, or maybe hardly working on. Or you can focus your small talk on things that are in the news. Even if you don't read the news, you could just be super vague about it. "Hey, did you hear that story in the news? I can't believe it. It's unbelievable." And hopefully they'll know what you're talking about, or just be just as vague as you are. And finally, if you know you got a sports fan on your hands, then the easiest way to get some good small talk is just talking about sports. You can ask them, "Hey, how about those local sports teams, right? I hope they win the big one this year. In my opinion, if they score less points than the other team, I don't like their chances. But if they score more points than their competitors, then I think it's in the bag. One thing's for sure though, everything will be decided in the big game." Follow these simple steps and you'll be small talking with the best of them. Alright, listen up. Now we're talking about the lecture outline.